Alright, so I've got this SE3. It's great. I love the thinness of the blade. I love the kind of general utility feel. Not too keen on the thinness of the handle itself, but I do like it. The sheath, it would be a lot better if it was Kydex, but you know, I do like the knife, but it does not cut well. And so I was considering convexing it, but I've never convexed a blade before. So I thought I would try on this little Spyderco with this N690 steel. It's a slip joint knife. I don't use it very often, and probably the main reason is because the steel is kind of junky. You can kind of see up there towards the tip, there's a little bit of a nick. I've had a couple of nicks on this blade, and it just does not hold an edge at all. I think it's that steel. It cost me like, I don't know, like $10 or $15, and that's probably why. I take good care of it, but still just doesn't cut very well. So I figured I'd try to take this one, see if I can convex it, and then if that works, I'll take that to the Esee. I've watched plenty of Virtue Vice videos, so hopefully I'll be able to do this. Alright, I've got some 3M 320 grit. I'm going to start with that, wrapped here around my homemade strop that I made out of an old belt. So I guess we'll get started. Alright, just a few minutes in here, and already you can kind of see that edge line softening. It looks like I need to get a little closer down towards the bottom side of the knife. Okay, you can see that the bevel line is going away, and you can see all the iron filings right there on the edge of the knife. You can also see my wife taking away the cat food dish.
Sorry.
Same thing over here. The line is starting to disappear. Okay, so I just wanted to double check to see if, you know, make sure that the edge was centered, and also to see how it cut just after the 320, and it's actually not bad. Not wonderful, but it does cut. So I think I'll keep going down to the next grit. Alright, I took it down to 400 paper, went dry paper, and was trying to get some nicks up along the edge of the knife there. I don't know if that's good or not. Not totally sure. But smoothing out. And we're going to go to 800, 1000, and 2000. Just because I have it. Just thought I'd show this for 1 second. I don't know if this is a good idea, but what I did was I have my Kingstone, my Waterstone here, and I have a fall and even H1 that I wanted to sharpen, and I didn't have a strop at the time, so what I did was I got this really thick piece of felt, cut it and put it on my Waterstone so I'd have a nice flat surface, and then use that back and forth to sharpen it. So just like a mouse pad, I guess. Here it is after the 800. It's starting to shine a little bit better. Not being too particularly careful because, again, I'm not really super concerned about how this ends up. You know, also too, I'm going to strop in the end, so I think that's when I'll hopefully get it to the mirror finish. So I just spent a couple minutes on the 800, and again I'll go 1000, 2000. Alright, so I remembered what it was that I could not stand about this silly knife, and part of it was the fact that I could not get the tip sharp. I don't know what it was, what it is. Maybe it's my technique, or maybe I'm pressing into the strop or the sharpening surface too hard and rounding it or blunting it or something, but the tip right here, I cannot get that to cut paper cleanly, and not sure exactly why, but we're going to keep going with this black compound. Some crud, I got it like Home Depot, and then we'll switch over to the mothers on the backside. Alright, I got through it. I think it's kind of hard to see, but that is a pretty dang shiny, pretty convex edge. But this knife, man, I cannot. Something with this tip, and with the way I sharpen, which sucks. You cannot get this thing to cut through paper very well. You can see that I tried. And it'll cut through it, but you can kind of see the edges of the cut there are not very clean. Doesn't turn very well, like that. And so yeah, just overall, you know, it's probably my technique. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You know, just something I'm not doing quite right. But, you know, I was able to get it to convex. I'm not really happy with that right there with what I've done to the side of the blade. But I'm not overly worried about that on the side of the SE3. But at this point, to be honest, like I'm a little scared to try and do the SE3 based on what I've seen here.